Crew, how are we? So, I wanted to give you a little bit of a lesson in sales whilst telling you a story that has just unfolded before my eyes, and I felt compelled to share it with you. So sales, one thing that a lot of salespeople get wrong, in particular coaches who aren't specifically trained in sales, is knowing when to close the deal. So to give you some context around this story, I am just organizing an in-person event for my remote pro clients, and there is a hotel just literally down the road from where I live. Nice little spot. By the way, check these guys out, very sweet. Horses are in the garden. So this hotel down the road, lovely spot, perfect spot for me to run my in-person event. And I went there this afternoon to speak with the manager who deals with the corporate events and the bookings, etc., and explained to him that I wanted to run a 2-day event in the next couple of weeks. I've got no specific date in mind. I can be really flexible. I can do literally any day. My clients can do any day. Give me 2 dates. Just want pricing, want the delegate packages. Let's do this. He's going through his process. He's asking me lots of questions, which is good. He's trying to find out what I need and actually whether or not he can help me. That's you need to do that in sales. I give him the information, and after telling him everything that I need and everything that I'm looking for, and after him being equipped with all of the information and me pressing to get a date booked in, he still doesn't book me in. He still doesn't put a date in the diary for my event. He sends me away with his contact details and says, send me some specific dates that you want. And I'm literally stood in front of him right there and then telling him, dude, any date in the next few weeks is fine. I just want to book it. I want to get it in the diary so that I can start telling the guys that it's on and getting it arranged. And he sent me away. And the reason that he sent me away is because it's not in his pre-written script or process to close the deal there and then. His process is to send an email, with the quote, with all of the options, with the delegate packages, to get an email back from the person, for them to confirm it, for them to get the black and white tick in the box that says, yes, let's go ahead, and then they can close the deal and put the date in the diary. This happens in coaching sales as well. When you're selling a coaching client, you will have instances where that person, that prospect, is just ready to go, and you might not have been even all the way through your kind of sales process, your script, explaining how everything works or going through your pitch at the end, whatever, right? You haven't been through all of that process with them, but you can just tell that they are chomping at the bit to start. It is super important that you recognize those moments and you close the deal when it's right to, okay? Do not kick the can down the road and draw out the process any longer than you need to, and strike while the iron is hot. So it is that simple, okay? Anyway, this isn't a ramble. This is nothing against that guy. Great dude. He's just doing his job. At the end of the day, it's not his business. He works for the hotel. But this is where sales training is really important. If you've got members of staff doing sales for you, you need to make sure that they are clued up on things like closing deals, getting people booked in, striking while the iron is hot, all of those different things. But I wanted to make this video because it's a huge mistake. Don't do it. Recognize when somebody's to go and close the deal. Adios, amigos.